your basis in your Tai Chi and Qigong ought to be for every movement you do, you ought to be having it toe, ankle, knee, hip, spine, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, spine, hip, knee, ankle, toe. When, after many years that gets used to doing that, then the extraordinary channels will be involved, where it'll be coming up the inside of the legs, up the back suspender routes, outside the arms, inside the arms, down the front suspender route, outside the legs. Then, when you make turns, you'll be having it going around the belt route. But most people aren't simply, you don't have the discipline mentally to get into those aspects of feeling the chi and making it move there. In time, I believe you will, but you got to practice getting the mind to be in a better place. All right, so having said that, this outside doesn't do that great of a benefit for you, we're going to do something with that will have some benefit. Remember I said your cells are holding consciousness? Okay, so pull up your chi ball, push it together, get something there. You've had a number of people telling you how to do it. Stick out your left foot and push down the outer part of the extraordinary channel and pull up the inside. So I want to wash away any chi that might be sticking to me. And I'm going to do it 3 times. Now, pull up some fresh chi, push it together, stick out your right foot. Go down that leg, up the inside. Down that leg, up the inside. Down that leg, up the inside. Push the chi together. Make your right hand a little more sticky. I need to have some sticky chi. If you do some sticky push hands, suisho, you learn about sensitivity here. But you want to make the inside to be a little bit more sticky. Now, go down the outside of your arm and up the other arm, inside. Working on the extraordinary channels. We know that the regular channels are reversed on this, but the extraordinary channels, again, for Jing, Qi, and Shen, we want to wash it. Pull some fresh chi up, push it together, make your other hand a little more sticky. Stick out your other arm, down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Okay, we have that belt route. I said the belt route starts at the perineum, comes up, below the belly, the navel, wraps around on both sides, but it also has these suspender routes that come up and down here. That's what your iron shirt practice is about when you start building the iron shirt up to get particularly that upper part of the belt route activated. But what we're going to do is just kind of wash it around our waist. So that's why I had you do that circle earlier to activate the belt route, is where I was draining those lymphs in the groin. Good. Good. Pull up some fresh chi. The hardest part is to get the Dumai and Renmai. I've seen a number of people today trying to tell you to push this central channel up into the heart. I'm telling you, it's dangerous to do that. It should not go any lower than the sternum. So when you breathe in, the diaphragm is dropping. When the diaphragm drops, that chi should not come up any higher than that sternocoli area. It should not come into your heart. It's dangerous. It will harm your heart. And I feel I have an obligation to tell people, there's certain things, the chi flows down. It will naturally flow up on its own when it's ready. If you try to force it, it'll create chi deviations, which could be serious, okay? So having said that, we're gonna go up the back and down the front, up the Dumai, the governing channel, down the Renmai, the conception vessel. So pull some chi up again, and in every way that works for you, try to think, can I get it up my back and down the front? 3 times. Hui Hian, Wei Lu, Ming Men, Da Ji, Yu Jian, Bai Hui, Shang Dan Tian, Zhong Dan Tian, Sha Dan Tian, Hui Hian. Up the back and down the front 3 times. Okay, good. All right. Now, you did a great job. So we cleaned ourselves a little bit, all right? Now, go back into your regular stance. Of all these things I showed you, truthfully, the most important one is your standing forms. But your standing forms is not standing. The mind leads the chi. So you got to first create your roots. So you got to get the bubbling spring to open, the Yung Chuan point, and you got to sink the chi down. So you got to be that kid. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And let it go down. Try 3 feet. Then work on 6 or 9 feet. But after you sink, but then I got to bring that chi up. And if only the mind leads the chi, I got to get my mind to bring the chi up. So let's bring it up to the dantian. Then as you exhale, make it come out your shoulders, elbows, wrists, to your fingers and palms. So breathe in, up from the legs. Breathe out, up the back, out the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, and palms. So I'm leading the qi with my mind. From the ground, the yin qi is coming into the dantian and the inhale. On the exhale, sending it out, shoulder, elbows, wrists, fingers, and palms. Good. Now, the bai hui point is connecting to the yang qi. So the yang qi is going to be here. So I want to then suck the yang qi down through the bai hui. What was your fontanella like when you were born? Soft. What's it like when people are dead? Hard. Good way to check to see how you're doing. That bai hui point ought to be open. That's why we lift it from the spring. So now inhale, suck down into the dantian, that yang qi. Send the breath out and the mind out to the fingers and palms. So breathe in, pull down the yang qi to the dantian. Exhale out to the fingers and palms. And again, you may want to do this as long as it takes to feel that connection. So my standing every day is at least 20 minutes to a half hour. You don't do anything else without standing. There's nothing else can progress from there. Now, the other thing is to do both together. So now I inhale, I'm pulling the qi down, drawing the qi up, mixing it in the dantian so the cauldron is active, then sending that mixture of qi up and out the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, and palms.